Good evening, Shabbat Shalom, and thanks for that wonderful introduction. It's really great to be here. I'm bringing, of course, greetings on behalf of the city of Los Angeles, but also, as you mentioned, on behalf of my husband, Rabbi Zach Shapiro, who, guess what, is at a service tonight, it being Friday night. As my mother used to say, what kind of job is being a rabbi or a cantor for a nice Jewish boy? They always have to work on Friday night, and they always have to work on all the Jewish holidays. What kind of job is that for a nice Jewish boy or girl? But now, as city controller, it's my job, among other things, to watch the money of the city. So when I look at this great building and look at the sanctuary behind us, I think about all of the hard work and all of the incredible generosity that went into this building. Now, by the way, this week's Torah portion is the Torah portion of Bechukotai, which interestingly enough prescribes the vows that may be made. This is when the Jews wandered the desert and later on at the temple in Jerusalem. Everybody was expected to contribute. Sometimes I wonder whether it was a controller that actually wrote this particular Torah portion, because it is really, really specific about the gifts that were expected to be given by those who came to the temple. And here is how they were laid out several thousand years ago. If you were a man from the ages of 20 to 60, you were supposed to give 50 shekels of silver. If you were a woman between the same age, you were supposed to give 30. They weren't yet ready for equality back then. Now, interestingly enough, if you were a boy 1 month to 5 years, you had to give 5 shekels. If you were a girl 1 month to 5 years, you had to give 3. And then you did get a senior discount if you were over 60. But imagine actually demanding both dues and building fund at the age of 1 month and above. So you guys are actually pretty lucky. It should also be noted in the Torah portion that specifically the priest, and today the rabbi, was given the authority to actually assess the dues for those who did not pay these sums. So you can now do that. The lesson of this, of course, was that everyone counted, and what a difference it made for everybody to feel a part of what it is that was being built. And each and every single person has had a role. Now, you also mentioned, by the way, that I had spent quite a number of years being a chazan, and for 20 years I was cantor at a congregation in Montebello. And the first thing that people would say to me is, where's Montebello? Then the second question would be, like, there are Jews in Montebello? And then when I talk to a lot of people about the congregation here in San Pedro, which I love coming to, people say, there are Jews in San Pedro? And yes, indeed there are. And today's rededication is just an incredible testament to the revitalization, the growth, the renewal of this congregation, and what a gift it is to not only the Jewish community, but to everybody of all faiths and everybody who is here in the community of San Pedro and beyond. So may the work of your hands and of your deeds be blessed and continue to be a blessing. May you go from strength to strength, and may Bethel continue to flourish as a house and as a home, a place of spirituality, a place of community for generations to come. Ken yehi ratzon, so may it be, and may it be so for all. Thank you so very much. What a pleasure and honor it is to be here.
Thank you, Ron. We're so grateful that you joined us tonight. Joe Buscaino has been an outstanding supporter of Temple Bethel and San Pedro more generally. Joe currently serves on the Los Angeles City Council for the 15th District, which includes San Pedro. Joe succeeded Janice Hahn in this important role and was reelected in March 2013 for a full 4-year term with over 80% of the vote. Joe was appointed chairman of the Public Works and Gang Reduction Committee. He served the Harbor District of the Los Angeles Police Department for 15 years prior to his election to the City Council. Joe is a key supporter of the redevelopment plan for the LA waterfront, which has announced major projects to begin over the next year or so. Joe lives in San Pedro with his family and has lived in the 15th Council District all his life. Please join me in welcoming Councilman Joe Buscaino.
Good evening and Mazel Tov, Temple Bethel. So proud to be before you to celebrate your re-grand opening of this sanctuary, this place that you have called home, that you have provided hope, love, prayer, community, and family for 60 years here in San Pedro on this spot. Give yourselves a round of applause. We love you. And thankfully, the project is finally done. I have taken 7th Street to give myself an update, an observation on how much progress the renovation has made over the course of the last several months, and even up to last night. I saw workers here putting the final touches to this amazing, beautiful renovation of our Temple Bethel. This was a real community building process, which now allows the community to enjoy a new building. I'm cavelling over this accomplishment, and I'm so proud of this community. And so today is a true smekha. Simcha. Let me try that again. So today is a true simcha. So on behalf of the City of Los Angeles, we recognize you, and of course our controller and other electeds here, our great Congresswoman and State Senator. We congratulate Temple Bethel, 60 years here in San Pedro. Thank you for your service and dedication to the San Pedro and greater South Bay community. Thank you so much and congratulations. Okay.
Thank you so much, Councilman, for helping us celebrate this Simcha tonight. Isidore Hall III is currently our California State Senator representing the 35th District, which encompasses parts of the South Bay. Prior to this position, he was State Assembly member for the 64th District. I hope that most of you know by now that Senator Hall is now running for California's 44th Congressional District for the seat in the U.S. House of Representatives being vacated by Janice Hahn. Isidore began his career of public service in 2001. Since then, he's held progressively more responsible positions in the Compton School District and City Council, including Mayor Pro Tem, before being elected to serve in Sacramento. Isidore has held important positions on various Assembly and Senate committees, where he's been an influential voice on important public policy issues of our time. Please welcome State Senator Isidore Hall III.
Today is a true and special Simcha. Hey, I got that out of the way early. Good evening. It is truly an honor to join you for the grand opening of Temple Bethel's home and to celebrate the oldest synagogue in the South Bay as it enters 60 years at this amazing location on 7th here in San Pedro. Thank you, Rabbi Briskin and Cantor Davison and Mr. President, for your leadership and continued commitment to provide diverse educational, musical, and cultural programming in a warm, welcoming, and social community. Your decision to embark on the much-needed renovations to your spiritual home and raise over $5.5 million for the renovation is a true testament of your commitment to this community. $5.5 million. So I personally want to congratulate you on your efforts, and it's my prayer that the goings and the comings of all who enter and leave are blessed even the more because they have been part of Temple Bethel. God bless you, and may God keep you in perfect peace. And we do have a certificate from the state of California to Temple Bethel on behalf of the state of California and the 35 Senate District in celebration of your grand homecoming and 60 years on 7th Street in San Pedro community. We congratulate you on this special occasion. Your outstanding leadership and dedication is to be commended. Best wishes for many, many, many more years to come. Janice, the pressure's on.
For many of us here tonight, our final guest needs very little introduction. Janice Hahn has been a loyal and close friend of Temple Bethel for many, many years. She's currently U.S. Representative in Congress from our 44th Congressional District. Prior to election to this role, Janice was Los Angeles City Councilwoman from the 15th District from 2001 to 2011, and from 1997 to 1999, she was elected representative on the Los Angeles Charter Reform Commission. Janice also has been a major supporter of the Port of LA's and San Pedro's redevelopment efforts. She's been recognized nationally and locally for her vision, her leadership, and her passion for protecting the rights of all citizens regardless of their circumstance. Janice announced her retirement from the U.S. Congress several months ago to run in next Tuesday's election for a seat on the Los Angeles Board of Supervisors. So here it comes. Please get out and register your vote for her on Tuesday. Janice's father and brother were also prominent leaders in Los Angeles City and County government. She's a proud resident of San Pedro, and if you're lucky, you may see her ordering her morning coffee at the local Starbucks on 25th and Western one of these weekends. Please help me welcome Janice Hahn.
I'm Sheppy Nakas for all of us. What a great evening, what great excitement, what great passion, and there is nowhere I'd rather be than right here today, helping you celebrate and enter into your beautiful renovated Temple Bethel. You know, I was here almost a year ago for the groundbreaking ceremony, and I'm really happy to be here now. And I was like, Joe, I drive up and down 7th, and as late as yesterday, I had my doubts. But you know, everyone has said it, but I want to say it as well, that Temple Bethel is such a special part of San Pedro and the South Bay. And I really do want to congratulate the entire Temple Bethel congregation for this ribbon cutting and for exemplifying L'Adore Vidor. Not only for 60 years at this location, but over 90 years, I think 93 years in this community. For decades, Temple Bethel has been a beacon of faith and a bastion of Jewish life here in Los Angeles. And in addition to your congregation's generosity, it has touched people of all faiths. Temple Bethel has committed itself to Tikkun Olam, to repair the world. And I am so grateful that you have started right here in our community to first repair the world immediately around you. From your work assisting homeless families at local shelters, to aiding victims of domestic violence, to building hundreds of homes across LA County for Habitat for Humanity. You have done so much to repair our community and lift up your neighbors. And I just want to give a big shout out tonight to the leadership of Rabbi Briskin, Cantor Davidson, Mark, George Mayer. Temple Bethel tonight is stronger than ever. Your congregation has stood the test of time, and now with these beautiful renovations on time and almost on budget, Your synagogue will stand the test of time as well. Mazel tov. And on behalf of the United States Congress, the House of Representatives, this is a certificate of special recognition presented to Temple Bethel in honor of your grand reopening and ribbon cutting ceremony. It gives me great pleasure to recognize this house of prayer, the oldest synagogue in the South Bay, as it continues to be a vital part of our community. Congratulations.
Thank you, Congresswoman Hahn, and best wishes on Tuesday. We're so proud of and grateful for your representation. Now I'd like to turn the podium over to George Mayer, the chair of our building committee. George, the committee, our professionals, and our partners worked tirelessly to make today possible. I want to thank George publicly for his vision and his persistence in making our dreams a reality. Please welcome George Mayer to the podium.
Good evening. Shabbat Shalom. Who knew we had so many Jewish officials in this area? We welcome you to the beginning of our homecoming celebration. Weekend ending with a gala on Saturday evening. I'm hoping you remember the movie Field of Dreams. You recall these words? If you dream it, it will come. Well, that's true, isn't it? But probably a little more than that. It took a little more effort. Today we celebrate the fulfillment of a dream which has become reality thanks to so many special people. The whole building committee's first step was to find a fundraising consultant to assist us. This part was easy, since Sandy Goldstein had already shown her brilliance and her heart when she was our consultant for the endowment campaign. We would not have been as successful in either the endowment or the building campaign without Sandy's help. Then we interviewed 5 architects, 5 construction managers, and 5 contractors. As we near completion of the project, we can tell you that it feels like we hit a 3-team parlay, a gambling term, which means we bet on 3 companies to win, and we feel extraordinarily lucky to have won on all 3 bets. First winner was the architectural firm of Abramson and Tiger, who assigned Marco Maracini as the lead architect, and whose team includes Sasha Mong and Ryan Novi. Looking at the exterior and interior of the building, you will see for yourself their artistic vision and commitment to detail. Robin Hurwitz, our landscape architect, assisted in creating the hardscape and exterior lighting and created all the landscape. Robin has offered all her services as no charge to the temple. Robin and Peter Hurwitz are wonderful examples of 2 of the many remarkable people of this congregation. Our second winner was the San Pedro construction firm Red's Construction, whose principals are Jack Legrand and Steve Smith. They have been known for taking great pride in what they build and provide a high quality of workmanship. Steve was the partner that drew the short straw that was stuck working with us throughout this last year or so. You only have to ask Mark or our architect or our construction team, who will be the first to tell you that Steve's conscientious creativity has made numerous suggestions on how to improve the project. Sometimes his suggestion even saved us some money. I also want to acknowledge two members of Steve's team, Monica Heffley, Steve's right hand, and Sam Cabrera, Steve's foreman, both of whom were a pleasure to work with, and their hard work and calm demeanor helped everyone calm down. We were experiencing more than a little stress at times. Right, Steve? And last but not least, J.R. Van Die's Construction Management, whose principal is Jan Van Dies, and our point person, David Crimchin. Both have been invaluable in coordinating the whole construction project by working closely with the architect, contractor, and the building committee. We have truly been blessed to have such a committed group all working together to fulfill our dream. I'd like to give a big applause to all that whole team. But none of this would have been possible if it weren't for the incredible generosity of so many of our members who have provided us with both cash gifts and pledges of over $5.5 million. And thanks to all of them, you are now in the presence of our new spiritual home. More on this subject and the team members and our committees later in the evening, but I'd like to close with reiterating what was said at one of our first meetings when talking about the vision for our temple. When you're walking through a beautiful building, you're not just seeing it with your eyes. You feel engaged and know that you are experiencing something very special. The quiet power of beautiful and timeless architecture can be spectacular and compelling. In that moment, it can stir your soul. We also hope we have captured within this building the same warmth and beauty that exists within our members. Our goal has been to ensure that as you walk through our spiritual home, you will feel uplifted and touched by the knowledge that our vision is now your reality. Thank you very much. Shabbat Shalom.
Wow, wow, wow. This is really overwhelming. It's a beautiful gathering, friends from near and far, to have our distinguished elected officials here to celebrate with us tonight. We are so grateful for your presence, for everyone who made this evening possible, for everyone who has come to this place. We are so grateful. I'm going to be talking just a little bit about some of our community partners who helped us, and if they are here, I want them to I would like them to be able to make their way down. Pastor Nathan Hoff and Reverend Dr. Sunny Kang, who I think are here. If they're here, they can kind of make their way down the stairs here as I make my remarks. The Igbo and Yoruba tribes in Nigeria live by the proverb, "It takes a village to raise a child." The idea behind this proverb is fairly self-explanatory. In these tribes, the upbringing of a child is a communal effort. Grandparents, aunts, and uncles, older children all help to rear the younger children. Now, I remember first hearing this quote based on the title of former First Lady Hillary Clinton's 1996 book about family values. For 20 years in this country, at least, "It takes a village" has been used in different contexts. Many parents today who live far away from their close and extended family look to their village of school and, in our case, temple friends to help out. When an individual or family is in crisis, oftentimes they look to their village to help out. When a community is in need of assistance, like us, oftentimes it looks to their village for help. This term is apt for Temple Bethel, as for the past year we have relied on our village to help us throughout our construction project. Some of our fellow villagers are here, and I'd like to take a moment to offer them our deepest thanks and appreciation for their generosity of spirit and space. So first, Pastor Nathan Hoff and our friends from across the street here at Trinity Lutheran Church. Turn around. That's Trinity Lutheran right there. And I'm really grateful that you're here, not only because I know that you are on sabbatical, but also with some medical issues recently. Thank God that you are well and here with us, and we pray for a continued recovery for you, Nathan. So not only did Pastor Hoff and Trinity Lutheran host our Weight Watchers every week on our behalf, they also hosted us for Shabbat services for 3 months while our sanctuary was inaccessible. And for that, we are very grateful, and just for the love and support that you have given us. Is Sonny here? Sonny Kang? Oh, where's Sonny? Come on down, Sonny. I'm going to talk about you while you're coming on down. Reverend Sonny Kang and our friends at St. Luke's Presbyterian Church in Rolling Hills Estates hosted our midweek Torah school in their educational center. It was a comfortable and convenient location for us, and we are grateful to Reverend Kang for his hospitality. Is Steve Scrumbus here? So Steve Scrumbus, who is the principal of Tabor Elementary School, and the maintenance staff there hosted our Sunday Torah school every week this year for the past year. And the highlight for our students every week was playing on the playground equipment, something that I know that our kids will miss next year, but we'll try to get something back there. Maybe we'll get the basketball hoop back. Right, George? Our friends from the Assistance League opened their doors of their community room to 2 of our holiday functions this past year, and we're very grateful to them. And finally, Reverend Neil Neuenswander, who is not able to be with us tonight, he was officiating at a wedding. He's a minister of First Presbyterian Church of San Pedro, which is right across the alley behind us. And not only did he open his space to us a few times this year, his church especially was incredibly patient as our members used their parking lot, as our scaffolding took up space in their overflow lot, and as the alleyway for the last couple of weeks was blocked too many times to count as our construction team was doing their work. And we are grateful to Neil and the folks over at First Pres for their generosity. Individually and collectively, our village enabled us to maintain our operations this year. Everyone said yes as much as they could and bent over backwards to accommodate us. Many thanks to you and to the members of your communities for your graciousness, your support, and above all, your blessing upon our house, which I hope you will consider to be an extension of your house as well. Thank you. And we have certificates of appreciation. Temple Bethel presents a certificate to Pastor Nathan Hoff and Reverend Dr. Sonny Kang. With hearts filled with gratitude, your friends at Temple Bethel, thank you for your gracious and generous hospitality. All right, yeah, all right. So we're about to dedicate this building. We have 2 ceremonies kind of simultaneously. Actually, as I'm saying a few words here, I'd like to invite all those who are going to be participating in the ribbon cutting to kind of make their way from behind here, because we're going to actually kind of cut the ribbon from here looking out towards all of you, and then we'll make our way into the building. So we need Malin Dollinger. We need Carol Leventhal, president of our sisterhood. Soretta Gladson, who is president of Speedy, San Pedro Temple Youth. Many thanks to the Chamber of Commerce for letting us borrow their scissors.
That'll get it
You know what? I'm going to take a little bit of prerogative here. I'd like to invite Ezra and Avi and Jordan and Zoe to come over here so you can help us actually take the cover off the mezuzah. So Ezra and Avi and Jordan and Zoe, join us up here. So twice each day, in the morning and the evening, we recite the words of Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4. Shema Yisrael, Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. These words, often called the watchword of our faith, are followed by these familiar words. We are commanded later in those verses of Torah to recite these words, evening and morning, when at home or on the road, and also to affix these words to the doorpost of our house. When we touch the mezuzah entering a home, it reminds us of our sacred responsibility to be guided and inspired by the mitzvot, the sacred obligations of our tradition. Now, in my hand, I have what's called the bite, the housing, the casing of the mezuzah. And these beautiful mezuzot, a couple different sizes, will be all over our building. Eventually, we have a few that are up right now. But however, this casing, as beautiful as it is nothing without these words, a handwritten parchment that contain the words of Shema V'Ahavta, and is put inside of the bite, the housing. And when we fix the mezuzah, as we're about to do, we transform a home into a Jewish home. Now, this building has been a Jewish home here on 7th Street for 60 years. Yet for the past year, it has been a construction site. 2 hours ago, it was a construction site. Amazing work that Steve and his crew from Reds did to get us to this day, thank God. Today we come together to see how we have transformed this space significantly. What was once dark is now light. What was once low is now high. What was once old is now new. And although the footprint didn't change, the feeling you get when you walk into this space is magical. It radiates with even more warmth, joy, openness, and inclusion, values that we know are central to our congregation, as even more than it did before. And now the warmth and openness of the building finally matches the warmth and openness of our community. So as we gather to consecrate this space, cut the ribbon, and invite everyone into our spacious foyer through the front door. Through the front door, everyone is able to come in this way. We prepare to say the words of blessing and dedication. We're going to teach everyone here it's a traditional blessing formula that we often say at oftentimes like this. And the last two words, you'll say these words with me: Likvoa, Mezuzah. So we're going to say the blessing. We actually did put the mezuzah up a little bit earlier just to make sure we weren't going to have any mezuzah malfunction. So it is there behind the piece. We'll have the children take it down. So let's join together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu likvoa mezuzah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Let us now cut the ribbon.
Good job, B.
There you go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Slightly locked out, but
Just kidding.
So let me say, I actually had a couple of words to say. Let's go around the side door, can we please? Or not really safe grants back? No, it is locked. Hey, Steve, where's the key? You didn't give us the keys. In the lockbox. Hey! So, just before we all go in, just a couple of words about what's going to happen. First of all, I neglected to mention before, we're also very grateful to our friends from Assemblymember O'Donnell's office and Supervisor Kanabe's office. They weren't able to be here today, but they also sent some lovely certificates of appreciation and recognition as well, and we're very grateful to them as well. Also want to acknowledge that we're introducing many of the people who helped. Jack Goldberg, who is, I saw him in the back before. Jack is a lighting specialist and really helped to get a lot of our stuff together. Came to any of the other folks, engineering?
John Vladovic.
Oh, John Vladovic?
For
Oh, is he?
hosting us.
Oh,
Well, he's not here,
okay.
but for hosting us for
Indeed,
High
yeah.
Holy Days.
Oh, you know what? Thank you very much. Indeed, yeah. For the High Holy Days, we were at Dodson Middle School and Mr. Vladovic, Dr. Vladovic. So we are very grateful for all these folks. We'll invite you to come on in. It is now, George, look at this. We did this at a little bit early. Services begin promptly at 7:30. Feel free to take a seat, walk around a little bit, but we will get you ushered into your seats. So Shabbat Shalom. And as we enter, we have.
Hold on one moment. We're going to get this water.
Thank you. And doesn't he have a great smile?
Thank you so
And he
much.
kisses everybody.
Ivan.
It's okay, we got him.
Hi, Arlene. Good. You're live on Councilman Buscaino's Facebook.
Oh, well,
What are your
everybody
thoughts?
should be joining us. My son was bar mitzvahed here 25 years ago. It's hard to imagine. I don't believe and look 25, do I?
No, not at all. You look amazing. What are your thoughts on, I guess, the remodel?
It's gorgeous and it's really wonderful, and I'm so proud to be part of this community and to be part of the Jewish community. It's wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you so much,
congratulations.
Arlene.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
What a
you.
wonderful event. How's it going?
You should talk to my wife who was here when they dedicated the building originally.
I'm sorry. So you're live on Councilman Buscaino's Facebook. You were here when they originally dedicated the building?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And when was that?
1955.
1955. Wow. That is amazing.
She was a little girl.
Gotcha. That is such great history. Thank you so much.
What's your name?
My name's Arlene Dickey. And, I just. There all the time.
Yeah, we were here last week. I thought it was never.
Yeah, and Rabbi Briskin is an incredible lady. And I thought this was really important to attend. And
Hi, how are you?
Hey there. Good, thanks.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm with the councilman's office, and you're live on his Facebook feed. Sorry, sir. Just wanted to get your thoughts. What are your thoughts as you walk through the doors of this newly rededicated synagogue?
It's just beautiful.
Beautiful.
Looks way different. Yeah.
Long overdue.
I don't know about that. It's nice either way.
It's nice either way.
Nicer now.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
you know what? I'm going to. I'll take you Shabbat Shalom.
Please delete that.
Okay.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Good. How are you?
And the outside that way also had a lot
I'm
done.
greeting everybody tonight. Shabbat shalom. Oh, hi.
So you're live on the Councilman's Facebook. What are your
Great.
thoughts?
Shabbat shalom. What a beautiful renovation of Temple Bethel. It's great to be here tonight.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your assistance.
Yes, it's also is.
Oh, fabulous!
So Cantor,
Yes, sir.
you're live on Councilman Buscaino's Facebook feed.
Fantastic.
Can you give us a couple words? How are you feeling right now?
You know what? I'm really ecstatic. This is a great day for our community and a great day for the San Pedro community, and we're just really happy to have Joe as a part of it. 21 years ago, when I came here, Joe and I sat on the council at San Pedro High School, and we got to know each other, and we've been friends ever since. And he's always been a great friend to our community. So it's a pleasure to have him.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
You
Thank
bet.
you so much.
Thanks so
Here's
much.
To
Thanks
many
for
more
being here.
years.
Many more.
Hello, you're live on Councilman Buscaino's Facebook. How are you feeling right
Hi,
now?
Joe. I'm feeling fantastic because I was a first and second grader at the 7th Street School when the temple was being built, and 7th Street Elementary School was a red brick building at that time. So this is my neighborhood, my hood. Hi, Joe. You could have mentioned, Joe, that the current Italian-American Club on 19th Street during your speech here tonight was sold to the Italian-American Club by the Jewish synagogue.
Really?
Yep. And there's a third I have a third connection. Last year when the building was being built, my nephew was one of the first crews up on the roof, and he fell through the roof and broke his arm.
Oh no!
So I have these three wonderful connections. Plus, as a Catholic, Joe, we are Catholic Jews.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
And I've been wanting to make the move to nonprofit, but either I'm not qualified enough because I haven't done that, or I'm overqualified.
Hi.
Mr. President, you're live on Councilman Buscaino. Oh, Mr. President, my bad.
Not
but
bad.
you're live on Councilman Buscaino's Facebook. What are your thoughts right now? How are you feeling?
I think we're in great shape.
Think so?
We need more of him.
I completely agree with you. Thank you so much.